Every sprinting method explained. Number 1. Acceleration drills. Acceleration is an increase in the rate of speed while running. This is an essential factor for winning races, because if you have high top speed but can't accelerate fast, then you can get beat by other people even if they have slower top speeds. Drills that can help train this are tape drills, block starts, push-up starts, and reaction tests. But if you want something you can do just about anywhere, you can jump rope. The good thing is, improving your acceleration would also build faster starts, giving the advantage at the start line. Number 2, max speed. Max speed is a type of training that is mostly done at as fast as you can run or close to it. In order to do this type of training, you need to run less than 100 meters, because after that, you aren't training at your top speed. It's important to take long breaks in between each rep in order to maintain this high speed. A helpful way to train this way is with a friend. A friend preferably who can run close to your top speed, so this way that you aren't slacking during your sprints. Because by increasing your top speed, you can help with, for example, your 400 meter average speed. Number 3, water sprints. Water sprints are a pretty new type of sprinting method that I recently learned from a training by Marcel Jacobs, the 2020 Olympic gold medalist. The idea behind it is the water provides natural resistance while also reducing the amount of stress that you would get from a hard running surface. You want the water to either go up to your chest or down to your waist. Just make sure you generally keep a consistent running form. As for length, it's up to experience, but generally I would suggest shorter than 25 meters for every rep. The benefits from this are the opportunity to build up a longer stride length, improve your foot placement, and focus on your form. Speed endurance is a type of sprinting method that can help you endure the longer sprints like the 200, 400, and even the 800 meters. These runs are typically performed at 70 to 85% of max speed over longer distances when compared to max speed. These distances consist of anywhere from 100 to 600 meters depending on the event you're focused on. After each rep, you want a shorter rest so you're still fatigued at the start of the next rep, but not short enough that you can't go 70 to 85%. Number 5, it's plyometrics. These are a training method that's all about building explosiveness through various running and jumping exercises. Doing this is important because by training your explosiveness, you will not only train your overall athletic ability, but you will also increase your stride length and the speed at which you take each step. Some examples of some basic plyometrics are squat jumps, running jumps, and box jumps, but it can easily become as advanced as starting from a push-up position and then running and jumping onto or over a box. I suggest you don't sleep on your plyometrics if you want to run highly competitive later on. Number 6, it's assisted sprints. These are a way of training that in itself can be split into multiple variations. Some generals of this training method is that it's supposed to add difficulty or to assist the normal sprint. Some examples are the banded sprint, which you can do with a friend, sled pulls, parachute runs, and hill sprints. Doing one of these allows for stronger activation on your leg muscles, but in contrast, adds extra stress to your muscles. So make sure that you limit this to no more than 2 times a week. Generally though, I'd recommend 1. Number 7, wickets. Wickets are a kind of sprint where you start off normal, and as you pick up your speed around the curve or straight, you have to jump over these mini hurdles, known as wickets. By doing wickets, you can develop better technique and coordination. Additionally, it helps you to adapt a better stride. The distance you do wickets can vary depending on your event, but you want the length set out to be matched with your stride, which you can measure with things like a tape drill. Just make sure to start each rep while you're recovered. Number 7, visualization. This is a very underrated type of training that can prepare you for races like no other method. To visualize, just try and picture yourself on your block as the gun goes off. And imagine around the first 10 to 15 seconds, or alternatively, you could imagine the last 10 to 15 seconds of your race. Going off this time frame is best for your mind with visual activation, as it allows for you to do the most important parts of your race. Doing this can also help remove stress from your racing, and it helps you build a race plan. It can even activate neurons that work for your muscles, improving your mind-muscle connection. Next up, it's downhill sprints. Downhill sprints are a special method that allow for sprinters to run even faster than the typical max speed. The setup is a hill that gradually goes down at a reasonable scale for at least 50 meters. The person then starts at the top of the hill and sprints as hard as they can down the hill and once they reach a certain point, they very importantly slow down over a long stretch. It's important to take these precautions because while running downhill, your body is under the most force. So make sure the hill is even and safe. The benefits of doing this workout are faster top speeds, longer stride lengths, and over time, strong, more capable foot muscles. And finally, flexibility and mobility. If you want to do your absolute best whenever you're sprinting, I suggest that you build a stretching routine that you do every day before you plan on sprinting. This can be as simple as a 5-minute warm-up or as long as a 30-minute routine. By doing these, it can help work on your flexibility and mobility, which in turn can lengthen your muscles, which can lead to an increase in reactivity and the amount of distance you couldn't cover. And importantly, it will greatly prevent your injury and discomfort chances. Okay, that is every sprinting method. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you showed some support in whatever way works for you. If you have a video suggestion, please comment below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.